Support me on Ko-fi for exclusive content unavailable to YouTube. Also, join the Discord. The links will be in the description. Thank you.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. We've got some seeding to do with our nice Massey Ferguson 1250 Turbo. We're going to get this cotton field plowed up and reseeded with soybeans. What we said we're going to do. Let's see. Seed type is Y, isn't it? Yeah. Seed type. Soybeans. Why is it not working? What that does. Usually you let the solar down, right? But it's not working. It's not letting you do that. I wonder if this tractor doesn't have the ability to lift it. It looks like it does right there. It's got the arms. I wonder how this problem. It should be able to sow just fine, right? But it's not getting down low enough to plow the field. Well, because I mean, even if I go all the way, it's not working. So maybe I've got to actually just get a plow. I guess we'll get a plow. Attempt to plow the field with it. And if that doesn't work, I don't know what else to do. Yeah, I was sure that this would work because I've used it in other playthroughs. Let's see. Oh wait. Oh. I was selected on the tractor. Let's try this again. Come from this direction. I was wondering, like, why is this not working? I did it before with the cotton harvester. Turn it on. Now it's working. No problem. Watch out for this lake over here. So with this solar, we won't ever have to replow the field. the fields, it automatically plows it for us and seeds it as well, instead of having to do both, right? So usually, the way I play it right now with the periodic plowing required, you actually have to replow the field every so often, or else it won't work. And both of these fields that need plowing, right? Basically, it'll affect the yield of the crops. Turn it on. Getting lazy. Basically, so what happens with this is if you lower it, what that does is it will plow the ground, but then if you turn it on, it will actually seed the ground as well, right? But you can't seed without blowing it either, so, you know. I'm missing a section there. Knock it over. Alright. Yep. Section here. And after the headlands for this problem, like I said before, after that's done, what I'm probably going to do is hire a helper to do this one, because we've got a good bit of money, and that's exactly why I've tried to stay on the cheaper side, is to save some money so that I can use helpers to do some of these objectives that we need done, right? Because otherwise it's just kind of tedious, you know, tedious for me, tedious for you. And I'll definitely pause the recording for y'all, and then I'll just sit here and let the helper go. You know? Maybe while the helper's going, we can find something else to do. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and get this last column done here, or row. I guess this would be the row, the other row would be the column. Missed. So these are pretty square fields, so the numbers can kind of do pretty well on it. I might actually have to do the second column up here because it's a run-up because it's fence. We also put the link up top. We're going to start the sower, so basically I'm not confident in the helper being able to turn around at the lake enough. You know? So I'm going to turn around this way, point it in the right direction, and get a helper going. Finish up the sowing of this field here. This one. started on a good path here. I'll finish up the little slack spots when it's done. But for now, that should be good to go on its own. And while that's going, we can start looking at what do we want to do next, right? Excuse me, because we're going to have some time in between that field being planted and this field being planted, and then we're going to have to wait for the crops to grow. So what's the next step for us, right? So let's look at the map and see what other lands we could buy, right? So we could buy this big old thing for 260,000 and go foresting, right? We do have some trees over here we could cut down in between the fields. We might do that at some point. But the question is, what would be another good investment? Would this, like this cow pasture here, would that be a good investment? I've done cows in my other world on my own, but it's $120,672 for that land. The question is it worth it to buy that land and use it for cows, or should we not bother with it? So let's go over here and actually investigate this area and see if we did buy it, how would we need to do this as far as raising cows in it? I think we actually have to drive in through this gate over here, deliver the animals here. We have to drive in, and this will be water in there, right? You drop water off there. This would be your feed, so total mixed ration is what goes here. The total mixed ration is what gets you 100% productivity on your cows. If you don't feed them total mixed ration, they actually will not produce 100% productivity. It will be less than that, right? The next thing would be, well, I suppose there'd be somewhere, I guess the manure and the slurry would just pop out in there somewhere. I don't know. Maybe they would not. I don't know. But there's usually somewhere when you do a cow pasture, you're going to have a animal input, right? If you come over here, animal input, then your water input, your feed input, then you're going to have a milk output, a slurry output, and a manure output, theoretically, right? The question is, where would be the manure coming out? I'm guessing it would just pop. They do it in the field, and you just have to pick it up every so often. But then where would the slurry come out of, right? That's the other question is, will the slurry come out somewhere to be picked up, or do they not produce any slurry because it's just going into the ground, right? That's another option. So possibly there's no slurry that we have to take out. The other option is, okay, what about the milk? Where do you get the milk from? Do you just load it up from this right here, at the front of the gate? Do you just come up here and it'll load milk? That's another possibility. I think that's probably what will happen is the milk and the milk will come out of the gate as well as the animals going into the gate. The water will come in there and the feed will come in the middle because you can see the zones, right? So we might buy this and attempt it. This gate's always open. Anyway, but let's look at the rest of the map and see what else is available. Is there any other animals already open? Another animal place set up like this cow pasture, or is this the only animal pasture available, right? So there's a silo there. That's the main land that you start with anyway. It'll usually start you with that land and with a couple machines. If you just do the new farmer setup, this is a decent bit of land. It's 172, but it's got a lot of trees and it's got a field on it. So that could be another option. This is a lot for just a few trees. I don't know that that's worth it. This is really cheap for this land for what it is. There's 2 fields, a lot of trees on it, a lot of space. We could probably clear the trees out and maybe put an animal pasture there. That might be an option. So we'll keep that one in mind. because there's lots of trees we could gain money off of with some forestry equipment or just with a chainsaw and a trailer. There's 2 fields on it we could plant easy. Um, so that's not bad. 3 fields there, 3 fields here, but they're smaller. That's a lot of money for what that is. There's not very much space. This one is obviously just the main roads and stuff, so that's not really all that worth it unless we want to buy the sell points, which we could. This one is actually really cheap for the available space. It's a lot of space for that price, so that might be a good option. Some of these are just really expensive, though. Okay, that's really expensive. Um, the BGA is actually within everything. Usually they'll sell it separately, but that's cool. That one is really cheap for a field, and so is this one, 70 grand. At least on this map, that seems really cheap. This was, of course, the cheapest. We've already bought it to store stuff. 88 grand, that's not bad. Um, this is 4 separate fields for 263, which is not horrible. This little piece of land for 32 is another storage facility. That's great if we wanted it. It's actually right next to our farm. We should have seen that. I missed it before, else we would have bought that and started using it to store machines. But that's okay. We can still store machines up here. It's not a big deal. This one's got 4 fields for 332, another one for 332. I think our best bet is this big piece of land right here. 148,000. That's not a lot of money for the cost, right? For what you get. This is also another option for cows in the future. $120,000 to start a cow farm with already the pasture set out and everything. That's not horrible. We can also, it's a grass field, so really you could, sow it and put seed in it while the cows are in there, but it really just doesn't work. Um, One thing I also forgot about the cows is you have to give them straw as well. But anyway, I think we're going to buy this piece of land right here for $148,000. That leaves us just about 600,000. We're still using the 650,000. Anyway, we're still using the helper over here to farm our land. But anyway, let's buy this piece of land. All right, that's an easy investment back, right? We're not going to get a ton of money off the wood unless we do it right. Um, Getting a mod that makes wood more valuable by, like the firewood mod or something might be a good idea before we go and harvest all that wood, because that's our land right there, all those trees you can see. But I'm really not sure. But yeah, $663,704. This field is almost halfway done, looks like. So that's going to be good. The helper will get our field taken up for us. Let's buy a couple things. First things first, we're going to go over here and buy a chainsaw. Okay, we've got a few options here. There's some mods. I've got an MS660 and 660 long, a CS410, CS2252. Those come with the game, as well as the MS261. A 550 XP comes with the game, and then this is another mod that I've got. It's more expensive than the rest for no reason. It's just $100, but you get a really, really long blade on it. It's kind of just more of a... So in this game, it doesn't matter how long your blade is. You can still cut down any tree. So this is kind of just more of a aesthetic thing than anything. But it's $1,100 in MS661C. We'll probably just get the 660 because it's $500. That's real cheap. And we already have that available to us at any point now. It's in our inventory. We can just grab it, right? So the next thing we need to do is get a small trailer. We had that grain trailer, and we could use that. But I'm wondering, so the way logs work in the base game without any modded like firewood or anything, is you need to transport the logs as best you can in as big of pieces as possible. Right? Now typically, without super strength, right, where you can just pick up huge pieces, you can only pick up very small pieces by hand, and you have to get like a forklift, not a forklift, but like a telehandler with a log fork on it or a front loader or something to do that, to transport them onto a trailer, and then you take the trailer to transport through that, right? But we don't need all that. We can also, depending on the cost, right, we have options like these wood chippers here. They can chip the wood for us and turn it into wood chips, and then we can sell the wood chips. So that's another option, right? Is the wood chip a better idea than anything? Let me make sure, double check I've got that they will not refill. Yeah, do not refill the seed, so that's perfect. We do still have a loan to pay off as well. But that shouldn't be too big a deal. Let's check on our seed, 1785. I feel like that's not a lot different than what we left it with, but I think it's maybe 100 different or so, so that might be good. But it looks like it's doing pretty well. It's turning around. But anyway, let's see here. So really the determining factor is going to be our prices, right? What is worth more right now? Are logs worth more, which is not on here. We'll have to just try. Or is wood chips worth more? Wood chips are worth $114 per, I think these are all per 1,000 liters or per liter. And then, so $114 at the sawmill per liter. Whereas the wood is worth per how big of a chunk of wood it is. I also have another mod that is this wood chipper, and instead of having to chip the wood into logs, or chip the logs into chips and then take them to the sawmill, you can just sell the logs straight into wood chips through this chipper here. And it's actually a pretty good deal. So instead of using, if we were going to do wood chips, it costs $100 a day to keep up, but if we were going to do wood chips or sell the logs, either way, the best bet will probably be to do that than to use one of these, because these will chip the logs, right? You chip it, and then you have to transport it, and then you have to sell it that way, right? So, whereas this one, you don't have to transport it anywhere. You just plant it where you want it and toss the logs in. You might transport the logs to the wood chipper. So, like, for instance, if let's hop in our truck here. We're going to drop off this trailer right here on the ground for now. And we're going to attempt to get to our land over here. I think we actually have to go this way. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to attempt to get to our new land. We are going to attempt to set up the auto drive as we go. We did go to the spinnery at one point, so, or I think the spinnery is what it was. Yeah, for cotton, so we'll have some of this already set up once we get down here. This is that little piece of land for storage, possibly. Looks like they were trying to build something, a house or something there too. I kept saying in the last video about pools or the first video about pools being dug, but it's not pools, it's houses, and they're just digging the basement or the foundation. But anyway, here we go across the bridge, and then we're going to come up to this turn, and we're going to have to cut into this area here. I think it's this little road, so let's hop up right here. And record, and then we're going to pop into here. Come on down through this area here. There's a couple fields on either side of us. And then as we get towards the end, I'm going to slow down a little bit so we can actually not crash. Stay on the road. Okay, we're going to come down here to this. This is a little T intersection. We're going to come up this way towards our land. And we are getting close to our land. I think if we look at the map that this section here is on our land. That's where we're going to put our wood chipper. So we're going to come up here. And we own this field. There is some crop ready to harvest here as well, so that's great. We can use that for sure. Sell it. It's always nice to have some free crop to sell when you buy a piece of land. And then we're going to come over here. There's a little area right here that we can put our wood chipper at, so that as we forest this land and we take the lumber down, we can do that. So wood chipper. And this will also allow us, this land will also allow us to have, build a spot to park things in. So this is our old land. I wanted to be over here in our new land. Thankfully, it's not that far of a distance. There's the truck. Alright, let's, what is rotate? Left and right? Yeah. So we're going to put the wood chipper right in the corner here. Bought it. $72,000. Let's see what we can make off of the single tree. Just this one right here will be fine. So I do have lumberjack installed, so what we're going to do is cut it down, and then we can get rid of the stump without having to get a stump grinder, which is always nice. Come down here and get rid of all the branches. Pretty big tree. Alright, and then now since we have super strength, I can grab it. See, right now it's too big, but if I turn on super strength, I can grab it, right? And then pull it this way so it doesn't get messed up anywhere. And then rotate it around here. Okay, it's going to hit the wood chipper. So instead of rotating it, let's just lift it up. It's pretty big. Alright, we're going to set it up in the wood chipper here. Oh, where'd it go? We might have to cut it a little shorter than what it is. Sometimes super strength doesn't like doing it with these big items, but sometimes it will. Okay. Alright, now it's sitting on there. The next thing to do is come up here. We can just walk on it here. Really, you want the bigger piece of this stump facing towards the wood chipper, but that's okay. As it goes in here, it will gain us income. So it is chipping. Are we seeing any income come in? I haven't seen any go up yet. It might not be gotten to the part of the tree big enough to get us any income yet. Yeah, we are getting some income. So right there we got $2. So keep an eye on that, and we'll determine that the total cost of this tree is whatever we get at the end plus $2. Yeah. See, like I said, you usually would have the thicker end of the trunk in first. Otherwise, you have to do this whole mess. Until it gets enough to tip the balance towards the wood chipper. There we go, it's starting to eat it on its own a little bit. Okay, 613. So that's at 615 at the moment. Plus 142 is going to be... what is that? 615 plus 142 plus 111. I'll do the math in a second. The calculator is something. Plus 3. So 615 plus 142 plus 111 plus 3, so plus 114 there. Plus 9. So 123. Alright, total. Okay, so yeah, I mean, 2,000 some odd dollars at least. I think maybe a little less than that. Yeah, a little less than that, because it's... Well, let me just pull up calculator real quick, I'll tell you. Calculator. We have 615 plus 142 plus 111 plus 3 plus 9 plus 715 equals 1595. So about $1,600 worth of money from one tree, times however many trees we've got on this property, which is a lot. That is pretty decent for a profit. I don't know exactly how many trees we've got, but any trees anywhere close to that size, which they all seem to be, will get us at least $1,000. So if we've got 162 trees on this property, we've already made up our investment. And it looks like there's definitely more than 162 trees on this property. So yeah. Anyway, let's finish our auto drive recording, because we need to record a turnaround point as well as a way to get back to the road. And we will want to do the rest of this. We will want to harvest this land over here and then sow it as well with more soybeans, because soybeans are the moneymaker right now, right? So we're also going to quickly, since we're here, just set up a farm 2. There we go. So that's on the way in, right? So that's perfect. And then you just go down the road, do the little wood chip area, and turn around, is what the auto drive will do. So, alright, and we're going to head back out to the road and put the directions in for the auto drive so that it will be complete. Pretty good so far. But yeah, we're gonna make back some money pretty quickly here with forestry. So that is gonna be pretty great. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna set it up to where it can go this way, like so. Alright, then we need to set up where this way can go down there to get to our new farm. So we're gonna stop right here, record, and go down this direction. Okay, that's going to go there, and then we need to set up a direction from this way to go to the right. So we need to get to one of our forward-facing nodes, which is going to be this one right here, probably. We'll actually do this one here, yeah. Alright, record. Nope, that's not what we wanted. We can actually fix that by doing this. Alright, and then it's going to go off to the right, like so. Nope, like so. There we go. now we've got everything able to do everything here. We're going to head back into this area because we want to see if our other field has anything in it and what this field is. I think this field would be wheat, possibly, maybe canola. It all just depends on who planted it and what they planted. It's literally everything that happens. So we don't have to follow the road since we're not setting up the auto drive right now, but you know, I will anyway. And since we own this land, we don't own field 50 though. We don't own field 50. Okay, so this is our farm here. Alright, what is on this land? Oats. Okay. Oats, and they're ready to harvest, which is great. Alright, so we've got some oats ready to go. Let's go ahead and see if we can't find... How would we get to the other side? I think we have to go out this way and then come back in. That would get us to the other side. So maybe this node is the wrong one. Maybe we should get rid of that one and put it on this side of the area here. Maybe from this road here and from this road as well, so we can get to it from multiple directions. We also need to get to field 90, which would be from the main road or from this little side road. So what I'm going to do real quick is pause the recording, set up the auto drive routes, and I'll start it back up when I finish and show you what's in field 90, if it's anything. It looks like it's a grass field at the moment, so it might be a good place. It does look like there's a building here, so this might be a good place to have a garage if there's not one there already. So I'll be right back. I'm going to pause, get the auto drive set up, and then check back in with you. All right, we are back. This is field 90. It is just a grass field. All it is just a big old field full of grass. So this would be a good place. Maybe we can mow it, get silage from it. We could also do maybe a garage out here, you know, something like that. Also, the tractor helper did finish the big field, so I went back, got the little spots it missed, and then started it on the next field. Something else we now own is this house right here. With these two garages, there is no way to put sleep in it yet, but what we're gonna buy is something that I have installed, if I can find it. The sleep trigger for $1,000. Okay, in the exact wrong place. I wish it would center when you buy something like a building from the shop. I wish it would center around where you are currently. I thought it did, but I guess not. Anyway, I can show you one other cool thing about this other pathway here. Is this pathway right here actually goes over the water, like through the water, so the trucks will actually go down into the water and come back up on the other side, right? So that's kind of cool. But anyway, what I can do is take and place this right in front of the front door here, and then so yeah, now I've bought that. If I come in here, I think I can press R and we can sleep for a couple hours. So we're not going to do that yet because we do have the farm still going, and we do need to get quickly on to getting the weeder. We do have to get the weeder down to the farm quick because the first stages of crops are already going, and we have to beat it, right? So we need to go grab our trailer from the farm over here, and I think, can we take this road? No, we can't. Okay, so yeah. Go grab our trailer, go grab the weeder, and pull it over there. We can take this road, though. Pull it over there to the farm so that we can get the weeds out from our new crop that's going in, right? In my personal games, I sometimes play without the weeds just because they kind of get annoying sometimes, and if you don't catch them, then your whole crop has lost its productivity quite as much, and it gets annoying sometimes, but for now, we're just going to leave them on, and if they affect us too much, then we'll either change the crop growing speed, or we'll turn them off, just depending on what the cause of it is. If the cause is just that we can't get weeded fast enough, then that is one thing. But if it's that, you know, then we can turn the crop growing speed down and we could catch it a little quicker. But if it's that the weeds are just infesting everything regardless, then yeah, we don't have much of a choice. But you can see some of our field has already started its first stage of growth and gotten weeds in it, so that is something we have to watch here. The majority of it hasn't, but the few sections that we had done originally have. So we do need to go ahead and get the weeder together and put it on the back of the tractor and weed those sections. So the tractor is actually over here doing this other field. I should get a little closer to the microphone, huh? Tractor is doing this other field right here, getting it done hopefully. It seems like it might be stuck. Looks like it couldn't turn around after the first pass, huh? That's annoying. Why can't you turn around back here? I can turn around back here, you can turn around over there. There's not nearly as much of an issue with this one, so I don't know why it can't do this. But anyway, we'll start it up on the next row. Maybe it'll be able to turn around and do its job like it should. Hopefully it will. Anyway, we've got to head back up. Should have had this auto driving while I was waiting. But anyway, we've got to head back up and get the weeder to bring down to our tractor. It would be kind of nice to have a second tractor to weed while one is plowing or harvesting or whatnot. Not harvesting, but while one is plowing and seeding. Okay, see, I'm going to just switch to it and miss it completely. So it doesn't like this field. I guess this one is going to be a personal, we have to do it ourselves. So let's just send the truck along to it. And then we'll get this underway. Yeah. I guess we will go ahead and plow it and weed it and seed it ourselves. So expensive, I'd say. It's not that big of a field, so it really doesn't take all that long to do. But yeah. First person there for a second. Goodness, the trees are in the way and making it annoying to set this up. Some people do play this game in first person. I just kind of prefer third person because it makes it easier to see what I'm doing. But, you know, to each his own. If you like first person, then do it that way. If you like third person, do it that way. You know, whatever you feel like is your best way of doing things, do it, right? It's really all about just what you enjoy and how you play the game, you know? Okay, so in this case, I need to come in really quickly. I have to back up a little bit to straighten this out here. And I can go ahead and set this going and switch back into the truck. And we need to get the weeders picked up. It's out here in the open field, so we'll get that. And maybe the helper will finish that. They'll finish that row, but maybe they'll do some more while we're down here. Hopefully they will. We just need to pick this weeder up on the trailer. Super strength is amazing for that. Okay. vehicle straps. Oh wait, switch. There we go, vehicle straps. There we go. All right, and then farm 1. It's gonna go that way. That's all right. Let's head back here. Looks like the helper's doing its job right now, and is actually going to finish at least the second row. That's great. It's weird that the front lights are on, but I'm not seeing them right now. Because the back lights can't be on unless the front lights are on. But the rear work lights are on, which means the front lights should be on too. Okay, that's an interesting way of doing it, but hey, if it works, it works. But it's kind of cool. You can watch on the map. See, there's the other truck coming up through here. I'm gonna bring that weeder down here just for us. But yeah, let's switch back to the truck. We can get it driven over here. It's actually still driving itself, but hopefully the helper will finish the task on that field. And then while we're waiting for, we'll go ahead and send this back with the seeder or the sower back to the main farm area there, or to the third farm to put it, or second farm I mean, over there to put it by the oats that we're going to harvest, right? Because that's our next step, is to harvest those oats. But the weeder will be in and replant it with soybeans. But anyway, the weeder will be very helpful here. We're going to have to do it quickly. We're going to go ahead and just shut off the auto drive here and pull up a little ways past the power lines. Let's see here. Turn off the vehicle straps and pull the weeder off. That's great. Turn that off. That's great. Okay, how many more lines do we have to go of this? Maybe 3? Okay, so then the next step would be to actually take this truck back to machine storage. It's not going to be able to turn around, so we'll turn around for it. And grab the combine and take it over to the, it needs to go over to the oats field. So, okay, this is not in your way, but I'll move it for you anyway. Goodness. Okay, anyway. That truck's gonna head back to the other to the storage. We're gonna get the combine on it and take that over to the second farm to harvest oats. And we may end up having to get a header trailer to haul the headers separately, but hopefully not. It kind of just depends on how well it does in the forest. I don't know. The trees in the forest are all kind of just the straight trees. There's none like this. So hopefully there's no big deal about that. Not a big deal about that. Anyway, this looks like 2 more passes. So let's hop back in the truck here and see where we're at on the map. I turned it off accidentally. Okay. We'll go ahead and get the combine ready to go here. Pull it on through this loading yard, kind of what we should do out here, so that's great. Make sure it's full on fuel, it sure is. Alright, wait for the truck to turn the corner over here. It's actually about to turn in. Right, here it is. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn off the auto drive and do it ourselves, because I like driving. You know, it's fun. Okay, let's head back up here to our loading yard, stick the combine on the back, and then get going. So here we are. Alright, pull the trailer down, up in the combine, and we're going to back it up onto it, because that way the majority of the weight is placed over the axles, trailer axles here. go. I should have to pull a little bit further back this way. Do that. Alright, lock it in. Let's turn around here. And then we're going to set this to go to the second farm plot. And hopefully by the time we get there, our other tractor will be done. But we'll take a watch on this. I want to see which route it takes. But let's go ahead and see. Yeah, it looks like that other tractor, or the helper, is finishing up the last row of that other field real quick. So we should be good to reset that soon. But this should take the main road, I'm thinking, probably. It's got to take a right and then take a quick left right here. I've set up the routes so it should go pretty decently. It's going to take the fastest route, whatever the fastest route is that it thinks. So I'm wondering if it's going to take a left up here, right here, or if it's going to go straight. Okay. So apparently going to the left over the water is not the fastest route in that scenario. Instead, the fastest route is to come down through here all the way down the road and then take it in. So that is interesting to know. Very interesting to know. I guess I could be a little louder, huh? Oh, that's what I was afraid of at some point happening, is that this is a little too close to these trees, and so the combine the header caught on the trees here, or the power lines, or whatever this is that it caught on, and then is now stuck. So let's turn off auto drive. We're going to back up here because we'll run straight into a tree. And then we'll turn it back on to get us there, right? So now it's going to pop up this way a little bit. Yep. Oh, what's going on now? What's it caught on? It's caught on that power line still? I don't know. Anyway. Should take a left up here. Looks like it's going to do that. You can't actually go any further down that road because there's no pass down that road. But anyway, come around this way and straight up to the field right here. So this is our oats field here. So we can unload the combine right here. Get it going. Pay a helper to harvest this field for us. Nice big oat field. So come over to the corner, get in a good spot, and go ahead and harvest this field up. This is going to be multiple loads, I guarantee you, on that trailer. Right, and go Nice. Alright, let's then take this truck and we're going to automate it, tell it to go back to Farm 1. We're going to swap into our tractor, who has finished his job theoretically. According to the helper, the job is finished. There is one spot right here that it missed. So we're going to go and fix that. And we're going to hop into the weeder and just weed the fields that we need to weed. We actually do still have a fair amount of soybeans left, which is pretty great. Of seeds, you know. Okay, there's a small section over here that didn't get done right. That. Okay, we're going to drop the sower off right here. Pick up the weeder. Okay, we're going to hop down to this side of the field. Or, actually, we're going to start on this side of the field because we're close to it. And I think most of it we can catch as we're going. Or actually, we'll come back around to this last little bit of stuff. First, we're going to start up here. And just see, okay. Lower ridging filler. Okay, that is probably not what we want. I guess that is what it is. Okay, that's weird. Thought it would have got a weeder. Okay, so hopefully we come right here, do this, and just come on straight down. All the weeds will be gone, and the plants, the crop will still be there, and it looks like it's doing its job. So that's great. Difference. Okay, let's see. Can I see what weeds look like up here? I am not sure. Not sure if the weeds are actually in yet. You know, you think they would be, but I don't know. You know what actually helps with that is the precision farming DLC. So, okay. Well, that doesn't actually help. I thought it used to tell me where weeds were. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I really did think you used to tell me where weeds were when there was. But maybe there are no weeds and I'm just wasting time. But hey, if there are weeds and we'll get them out, that saves us a lot of trouble, right? Yeah, it's doing some weeding. It actually pulling out some weeds. That's great. Going down this way. There's what's left here, and then we'll have to run back up to the top 2 rows there. Just dig it up. They don't need a road, we don't need a road either, so we're gonna be fine. Anyway, let's we gotta now do the top 2 rows up here, so let's go this way. And it's actually just going to probably hire a quick helper for this one too. So let's do that. Oh, well, it says there's no weeds, so I think there are those. Okay. It actually might not be any. But then again, I think all this up here is weeds. Up here, see? These up here, these are the weeds. You can tell right here they're the weeds. So, get rid of them. So, okay, so the drain tank's almost full on that one. Let's go do our trailer. Hooked up to the truck. Okay, now you can keep on going. Hopefully you'll read all of this. See what I'll do at the end. Okay, yeah, it'll read the whole field. That's great. Alright. Let's pop in our truck here. And we're going to quickly turn around and pick up this seeder. Or soiler while we're at it. Sower. I keep saying those words every time. Seeder, soiler. It's not either one of those. It's a sower. It is technically a seeder as well, but it is a sower. Goodness, I cannot, for the life of me, get that word through my head. Okay, so it's saying that it's completely done weeding, and we obviously know that's not the case. You can tell it just by looking at the field, I bet. There's still a lot of weeds in there. These soybeans are starting to grow up, which is great. Well, there's not a lot. This is what I don't like about the weeds, because they're just annoying. You know, they're annoying to tell, well, is this a weed, is this not a weed? So I think we might go ahead and just turn them off. I think we're going to do that. I don't really like them in the first place. They're hard to deal with, especially with the helpers, because they don't know when there's weeds and when there's not weeds, you know, so. I don't know if that means we have to go ahead and leave what little bit we've got left here or what, but, you know. I see some weeds over here, so maybe a little bit of stuff, or maybe we won't. Hopefully turning it off, and they won't affect our crop yield. If they do, not by much. But let's go ahead and take the tractor and stuff back to the, well, we're going to take the weeder and sell it. Tractor and the seeder go to the other field here. So let's sell the weeder. Garage. Weeder, sell, great. Alright, turn the tractor off for now. We're going to haul the seeder first. Did that tighten down? Yeah, okay. Farm 2 with the seeder. It's going to head over there and drop the seeder off, and then we need to go grab the grain trailer and pick up the grain from it. Then we'll come back and get the tractor and haul that over to this next field as well. And hopefully these oats will give us some more money with which to buy things. That's all we can hope. I really am thinking about getting another pickup truck and trailer. I think it would be worth it. Apparently it's faster to go through town to get there. I guess so. Yeah, because, yeah, okay, that makes sense. There's no real way to get there from the other side unless you go all the way through anyway, so, okay. Let's go ahead. Yep, this thing is full. Let's hop over here. And you know what? I am just going to go ahead and buy another pickup truck. Let's just buy I don't know, 2500 maybe. That's got a lot of horsepower though. I feel like that's kind of cheating. This can carry animals? That's cool. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, it's got an animal attachment option. That might be a good idea then. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to buy this truck with some black wheels. Some, I know it costs more money to do that. Oh, that's the bed color. Okay, cool. Black cherry on there. We do want 4x4, and we want the animal transport, and we want off-road suspension. Used, light projectors, red beacons are my favorite. Trailer hitch, ceiling lights, gooseneck. So I've never actually used the gooseneck on this thing, or any of the trucks I've been able to get. But I don't think you can actually use it with the animal attachment anyway, so we're just going to turn it off and then buy the truck. Let's head to the store over here. Here we go. Let's go repair this truck. And get it some gas or fuel. This truck would actually be a gas truck, I think. It's a 1972 F100, if I'm not mistaken. What does it say that? It's a Lizard 100. Yeah, F100. 1978, I think it was, or something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out in just a second. Let's repair. Yes. And wait, what does it say? Yeah, F100, 1975. Okay. I don't know why I turned it off. We need it to go to the machine storage section. We need to hop into this truck and unload the seeder here and then go get the tractor. So let's unload this. We need to keep that away from the field though. Okay, this one needs to go back to the farm 1 so that it can pick up the tractor. There we go. This truck is coming in great to get this trailer. Go pick up the grain from the whatchamacallit, the harvester, get the oats, and sell it. So let's do that. Let's hop in here. If I can do it right. Okay. So I know which way it's going to take me, but I kind of want to show y'all the other way. It's kind of a fun direction, so let's do that. Let's go. We're going to go this way out towards the shop. We're going to buy a pressure washer and put it there in that land pretty soon, but right now I'm not worried with it. So, okay, we're going to drive down here. And we're getting close to the end of the episode, so probably once we get back to the farm down here, get the tractor down there, we'll probably cut it off, and first thing next episode we'll sell these oats and see how it goes. But anyway, if we take a left turn right here, come on down this way, down this road all the way to the end, take a right onto these trails, and it will actually take us to our farm. And I did set up the auto drive to come this way, but it must be faster to go the other way somehow. But right through the river here. It says don't drive too deeply in the water, but you know. Alright, so we're going to come on down this way. Yeah, we know the grain tank's full. We're going to come and pick it up. There's our farm down there. You can see it in the distance where the combine is. So, alright, we're going to pull up over here. And this is not leaving straw swaths. We could have done straw swaths, maybe. I don't know that you can do it with oats, but we could have done it and used the straw, but okay. Now we're just going to pull up beside it and pick up the grain. Trailer. I think this trailer holds more than the combine does, so we can take a full load after the combine's done a little bit more. It might hold, this trailer might hold this whole field, I don't know. Probably not though. Yeah, probably not. Okay, anyway, let's pull the truck off the field. We're actually just going to pull it over here to a spot on the field that's already been taken care of right here. Shut the engine off, swap over to this truck, lower the bed here, the trailer, grab the tractor, pull it onto the truck, and then hop it on over to the other field so that way we can run it. We're actually going to back the tractor up so that way we've got the majority of the weight in the rear. Bring the trailer up. vehicle straps. Let's turn around. Take this truck over there. Combine's still going. I missed the whole spot over there. So that's what I don't like about it. It doesn't go up against trees. You know, the helper doesn't do that. It's really stupid. But, oh well. Anyway, we are going to definitely get this land here figured out. And then take the whatchamacallit and you know, take it and deliver it to the sell point. So anyway, I am going to end the episode here. So I thank you guys so much for watching. We've had a really productive day. We've planted 2 fields, starting about halfway harvested this third one. Bought a new piece of land, put a wood chipper down. You know, bought a new pickup truck. Turned off the weeds. And chipped up a tree too. That's pretty good. But yeah, pretty productive day. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Support me on Kofi if you want to see some exclusive content right now. I've got 4 of those Kofi series. And then yeah, check out my other videos. I've got some factorial content on the channel. I'm still working on that. I kind of been taking a break this week and the past couple weeks. I do have one video in the works on that one. Where we finally set up our train tracks, but yeah. Also doing factory on Minecraft, so if you're interested in that. Videos right now for that series are being posted pretty far. Got one video left, and it was last recorded a long time ago, so yeah, I've kind of slacked off a little bit on content, but I hope you can forgive me for that. But anyway, join the Discord if you'd like to talk to me on the Discord, you know, suggestions, anything, that's always appreciated. Plus, it's cool to hang out, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, I think that's about it. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Um, like, subscribe, leave me a comment if there's anything I could do better, and I will see you next time. This is me signing off, and I've been producing videos. Thanks for watching.